Hi, welcome to ADHD TV with me, Jo Richards. So today I thought I'd do a video answering a really common question that people always ask me, whether that's online or in person. And so one of the biggest questions people have is, what's the benefit of getting an ADHD diagnosis, especially later on in life? As you know, I was 47, and so there are so many, but the one I kind of really wanted to focus on was once you have the awareness, you are able to then really have an educated view as to what strategies and support you put in place. So working memory, as we know, or executive functioning, and there's 6 elements of the executive functioning under the Thomas Brown model, is working memory is a real challenge for the majority of us, some more than others. Now, I know I've really struggled with this over the years. It's definitely got a lot worse, perimenopause, menopause. And so one of the things that I did, and then once I knew I had ADHD really cemented as a non-negotiable, was to create an operations manual. And so what does that mean? You can use any tool you like. You can use Word, you can do a PDF. I prefer to do Excel. So not for numbers. Numbers are still a real challenge for me. Dyscalculia, dyslexia, like my blend is rich. And so for me, I like to use Excel as my memory. So I can't really rely on myself. And crikey, the amount of shame that you feel because you can't feel like you can rely on yourself, rely on your memory. You know, the hours I've lost looking for paperwork, looking for information. I've created so many different systems over the years. And then sometimes the ADHD brain unable to see something when you search for it. And sometimes I think technology isn't quite as quick and as brilliant as the ADHD brain. And so we think, well, I'll search under this and we can't find it. Or if it's moved often into a folder, you can't find it. So it's really, really infuriating. So I was like, how am I going to keep everything in one place? And the best way is a spreadsheet, have different tabs. So I normally call it Home Operations Manual. And sometimes I do a Business Operations Manual. I've got 2. But yeah, then each tab relates to each aspect. So for argument's sake, health would be one. Gosh, trying to remember. I remember having to ring my sister, who we were lucky to be sisters by marriage. So we met when we were 10. She remembered stories that my mum had said about whether I had chickenpox and German measles. And I remember having to ring her when I was pregnant with my daughter, and the doctor was asking me, have you had this, have you had that? And I was having to ring her and say, have I had these things? Because I really couldn't remember. Now, obviously I have baby brain as well. So that's layered on top of ADHD, and also didn't know I had ADHD back then. So health is a really good one. Dates, you know, things that have happened, things that you need to chase up. The other one that I love to do is for my car. So I have no interest really as well. So I need to make sure that, you know, MOTs are done promptly. I know they are really good now with reminders and stuff, but what work was done, who did it, how much did it cost, what's the warranty, all of those sort of little segments. And so you can create as many tabs as you like. I've never tried to do thousands, but pretty much I've definitely got spreadsheets that have got 30, 40 tabs in, if not more, because I just find it a really reliable way to store information. I can guarantee that I know where it is and that the information is in there. Now, that took some practice because obviously we start something and then often forget. But these are great tools. Excel is really easy to use. You've got Google Sheets now, so you don't even have to buy Microsoft. You can do Google Sheets, same principle. And it's just easy to find. Easy, if you get yourself into a habit of just recording things, then it's just the reliance that you need. We can let go of those feelings of shame and inadequacy and all of those negative Nelly comments that go on that, well, you know, you can't remember again and oh gosh, or just get rid of that stressful situation where all that cortisol is pumping around you because you can't find that document, you can't find your UTR number, you can't find, you know, whatever the thing is that you can't find. You find a tool that you like. I love Excel. and Google Sheets. I think they're both amazing. And just create something. And like I say, I call them operations manuals. And you let them be your backup. Let them be your brain. I hope you find this useful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye.